Yay, and we're back. I've been able to test it now. See. Without just filming my crotch. Hi, and we're back. The first version wasn't 100%. One thing I found, which isn't a huge surprise. Oh, almost. Close the door. Oh, the door. No huge surprise, but this is probably not stable enough. We'll need some curves. This, now it's probably strong enough. I'll test that too. And let's test if the new width is good for the tray. That's very good. It could even be a tiny bit deeper. The gap could be even bigger. But this feels very nice. Yeah, even a tiny bit bigger. At least if my girlfriend's phone is going to work too. Yeah. That's stuck there now. That works. Happy start. But yeah, I'll make it even a tiny bit bigger. But the problem here, if I don't remember what that kind of tape is called in English, but the insulation tape stuff. If we use that, gets enough traction to hold it up. But I like that. But it's too unstable, so it will try to turn around. Which makes me think that we should try to redesign the holder part to basically just clamps. Let's see. So if we now design it instead of these just rods. Let's see who's trying to get a hold of no one. If we try to change it to basically 3 curved clamps, which we can clamp onto the rod, I think that's more, well, there's no doubt it's more stable. And yeah, it's more stable, and it's not an easier design, but it might, I'm pretty sure it'll be better. So let's try. Let's see. In that case, first of all, let's change this to 8.2. There we go. That should be okay now. That's done, and let's save it. There we go. And then the next part. I'd like to just go all the way back here, basically. Yeah. And start from the top here and create basically half moons that we can just clamp onto it. And those can even be stuck almost straight to the edge here. or just out, but that won't print well. If I try to make it just out from the back, there we'll have to have a lot of support and stuff, which is okay. We can just make support. Let's try that. Let's try well, the support for the 0.8 millimeter nozzle support is horrible to remove, but who cares? Let's try. Yeah, let's start up here. If we then just make start with a circle with the diameter of the aluminum rods minus 0.5 millimeters. So it's a tiny bit smaller than the rod, so it should climb a bit at minus 1 millimeter. There we go. And then another circle. That should be basically, how thick should that be? 2 millimeters. Let's use the thickness we've used. This will flex a bit, won't it? Oh, it doesn't flex a lot. No, but that flexes. That flexes. That's the old one. This flexes a tiny bit. So this might actually not be enough. Is it 2.5 here? Let's see. Very wall thickness. Yeah, that's 2.5. That has to be enough, doesn't it? Let's try that. Let's try using 2.5 millimeters there. And then, because now if we're going to print this standing up like this, we'll have to have some support underneath whatever we add here. But anyway, this is okay. This is much easier. So let's. An easy design will usually be better than, than a complicated one, if you can get away with it. So let's see, but we need to make an opening here. And the opening needs to be like almost all of this. So something like that. Not that much. Let's see. That should be the diameter of the aluminum divided by 2. That's like, oh no. First let's define that this should be in the middle, which is the tray width divided by 2. No, that's fixed in the middle. The center of the ring is fixed in the middle of the back here. That needs to be the diameter of the rod divided by 2 minus 1 maybe. That's 8, so that's good. And that needs to be the same. Divided by 2 minus 1. But that might not be enough. Let's give it minus 0.5. Like that. because that will then clamp onto the pipe a bit. If we now just extrude, see the sketch. We now just extrude that downwards like that. This part will clamp onto the pipe, although it might not be big enough. No, well, the difference between the diameter of this one and the diameter of the pipe might not be big enough, so it might not clamp down hard enough. But we can just try. 1 millimeter isn't a lot of flex. PTG could be strong enough for that. How much is a millimeter here? That's not a lot here, but it is quite a lot here. So here, for the back of this, 1 millimeter is quite a bit. But this thing, it flexes very easily. It probably has just to do with the direction of the print. But 1 millimeter, if we remember, 1 millimeter for that in between here was huge. So let's try this. Something like that. And 6 millimeters of height. No, let's make it 5 millimeters of height. And then we can repeat that one a couple of times. Delete all of the features down here. And first of all, let's fillet this a bit. Okay, maybe we can make 1 millimeter. Yeah, something like that. Because then it should be possible to push it in. Just plop it onto the pipe. And we should probably fillet these two like that. It gets a lot stronger. Yeah, let's try that. And then let's repeat this with it's far right, isn't it? Is it here? Add rectangle. There you go. Pattern, rectangular pattern. Those three down. 3 of them downwards. Like that should probably be the strongest, right? Or let's just 3. There we go. Maybe that's overkill. I'm really scared of the support here. But we'll just have to try. And then let's fillet the rest of it. Oh, we might as well just go ahead. That 1 millimeter. Not really happy that I deleted all the fillets here now. No, we should do this the other way around. You and you, like that. Oh, 3 millimeters is nice. You, and you. Probably like 4 millimeters. Yep. And you. Smooth it out. And then you and you. Same as you guys. Millimeter probably. Yeah, like that. And then we can do the edges 1 millimeter. And that should be okay. Something like that. Maybe even do these guys. If it's able to, no. 0.1, 0.2? No. What about if we try just... these edges? Will it be happy with that? That's okay. Let's try that. That doesn't look too bad, but it looks like something that'll take a lot more time to print. And this, let's see, not that one. That one should be 5mm instead. Yeah, that's better. Smoother. My buddy centered Hearthstone. Hearthstone. Yeah. Let's export that and see what we get. That'll probably be pretty difficult to print. Well, not difficult to print, but it won't be as smooth as the other one. Need to place it on like that. I think is the best way to place it. There's no good way of doing this without the support, and I'd rather have support between these guys than on this plate here, because that's where the phone will be. Let's try just to add support everywhere. Nice. Yeah, because that'll take half an hour, and these supports will be hell to get out of there. Not very happy about that. I'm not sure there's a good way of doing this without supports at all. We probably could do something with these. To avoid supports. Well, first of all, if we drop the first one down and don't and only have two, we get less support. Yeah, let's start with that. Ah, damn it! But then if I then I'll have to suppress the first one, which probably won't be easy, because if I suppress that one, won't be able to. I'll just move the sketch. Redefine sketch plane. No, wait. If I construct a plane here, that is like down there, then what? Of course, I need to do that over here. So go and down 15, or let's go down 20. Then sketch plane to this. No. Come on. To that plane. There we go. Then that's okay, but then we'll need to do something smart here. 2, please. Not 30, rather 15. Like that. I'm not sure that'll be okay with the filleting. No. What are you trying to do there? There's that one. So let's make it even a bit shorter. Like that. What now? What? Problem. Can't make that 5? What about 4? 5? Okay. Oh, that's okay. Just have 4. Yeah, okay, so it's too close still. I'm okay with that. Just have 4 there. That one's okay. What are you trying to do? Okay, it's probably with the old ones. Just delete that feature. Yeah, okay. Let's fillet first. First try to... That's these probably. 1mm. Hooray. Done. Okay. That one. And that one. Great. Then we can try to help out these guys. Outer edges. Yep. Come on. You can calculate this. Thank you. That'll be significantly less support. So let's try to make that instead. Right? Yeah. Save it. New plan. STL. And export the STL as the same. And try to import it in here and see how this goes. Yeah, that's much less support. 22 minutes. That should be okay. Let's try to print that. Export. Prepare the printer for printation. Here we go. And into print. And print. It starts heating up. So what's the most interesting view here? Like that. Yay! Then we'll try to print that version, hopefully the last one, and I'll test it when it's done printing. I'll just leave the stream running while it's printing, but I'll test it after it's done printing, and we'll see. I think that this one will work. The old one. I will also try this one, the previous one, now and see. I don't think it seemed too unstable, and with the arm longer here, it will stay up better, but it will also swing more, I think. It will swing around the aluminium rods more, so I'm not happy about that. There we go. See that something happened here. Let's see. This did not come out 100%. Something's going on here. See, at the area where the the top hook is placed, the back of the tray has got some inconsistence. That's okay. And then get off these horrible 0.8 supports. If this seems, when I get these off, if it seems like it will work on in the shower, I'll print a new one with a standard 0.4 nozzle. Yeah, these supports are basically impossible to get off. I'll rip the whole thing apart before I get these supports off. Well, this was no good idea. So that's a lesson to you. If you're going to use a 0.8 millimeter nozzle, don't print any supports. Well, they are coming off part of it. Let's see. Not like that, not straight to my crotch. See here. Like this. Getting into ASMR range with the microphone, but oh yeah, there I broke it. Of course. There we go. But I can still try to hook this one up in the shower and see if it looks like it works. Because this can probably be used and tested at least. No, I should have known better. Let's see if we try to slice it for the standard 4.4 millimeter nozzle or even 0.25. We do it like this. Exactly, that's a couple of hours, and if we enabled supports, we're at 3.5 hours. But these supports are really easy to take off. And let's see if the foam fits into this. That's very nice. That's still, it's stuck enough that I'm not scared that it'll kind of fall out. But it's not strong enough to, yeah, it is just strong enough to hold. No, that's pretty much perfect. Then we're not using too much force, and it's not, so it won't fall out like this, right? Ooh, bless me. So it won't fall out like this, but it's very easy to get in and out. So I think that's actually perfect. for the size of this. With a smaller nozzle, I think I will actually make it a bit, the gap here a bit smaller, because with a smaller nozzle the kind of the surface will be more even, making okay, you can't see it because it focuses on my head, but yeah, the surface will be more even, so in practice the gap will be bigger with a smaller nozzle, because now it's a bit smaller really than the actual drawing, well, the model. Yeah, I think that'll do it. That's 3 hours of modeling and imprinting. I think that'll do it for the day. But I'll try this one out, and it feels, I'll go try it out right now, and I'll come back and let you know if it looks okay. Yeah, that hangs perfectly in there. So this with two brackets like this, and something that doesn't, some support that doesn't totally break, it should be good. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. I might do this again. I think I'll do the Dark Souls 3 stream tomorrow, since I did this now and I have to clean up a bit here and stuff. But let me know if you'd like to see more modeling and printing, because it's really fun and I do enjoy doing it. I might be back later today for either some StarCraft 2, I'm starting to get back into StarCraft 2, or for some Terraria 1.4. I've just started playing Terraria 1.4, which is fun. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you again later.